Oh, god damn. Ah, I lost the title. Fix that. Oh, what was the title? Shoot. Okay. CTL, Sunday, not prime time. Players are Cobra, Sitnev, Rangoon, Small Jordan. You don't want to have too big a Jordan. Then you might end up with, you know, Star Jordan. Alejo, Toby, Doodle. Oh, I'm out of characters. How did that happen? I don't think YouTube was in here earlier. There we go. Fix that. Now to fix the category. Oh, Twitch. Cheeky little... There you go. We're almost good to go here. What's going on, everyone? Roncli is back. And this time I have players. Promise. I do, really. And these two players probably want to play Tetris at some point. Do apologize to the players for pinging them early. I was in the dark as to when things were going to begin today. But we got it figured out. So we should be going in a moment. We'll kind of speed run this. What's going on, Roncli? Here we got 4 matches for you today. We have a Division 1B matchup, followed by 3 Division 2 matchups. It's going to be pretty exciting because we got some people in Division 2 that are going to want to try to get safe for the season. We also have Somalian who's looking to possibly get back to Division 1. There's a lot of spots available to promote up, and he's going to want to take one of those, but he's going to need to get by Doodle to do so. The other matches we have today, we're going to start off with Cobra versus Sitnev. This is, of course, a rematch of yesterday's CTM semifinal. I said I wasn't going to spoil anything, but unfortunately, the head-to-head matchup kind of does. Cobra with a 3-0 ELO record against Sitnev. Sitnev does have a friendlies win over Cobra, but all ELO matches have gone Cobra's way so far. In Division 2, our 3 matches, Rangoon and Small Jordan are going to be going head-to-head for the first time ever. Alejo looking for some revenge against Toby in Division 2, and then a bit of a rivalry between Doodle and Somalian. Somalian currently ahead 4-2 in that, not counting their shared 1-1 record in CTBW. And of course, this is our playoff race right here. It's, if you look at the competitors that are in action today, Cobra is currently sitting at the number 4 seed, while Sitnev is on the bubble, but Sitnev has more games in hand, which means that Sitnev has more opportunity to move up. And the scores are all pretty close right now. Like this could shuffle in an instant. Like, who knows? Blue Scooty could go on a 3-game losing streak. Who am I kidding? I know, that was ridiculous. But anyway, we have players. There they are. Let's find out from the players if we're going to be getting any 19 today, and if They want their pieces re-rolled or incremented. GLHF from Cobra. Good luck from Anpu for Cobra. There you go. No 19. And leaving it up to Sidnev on increment or reroll. Don't worry, Sidnev's NTC is working. She's just probably on Transition Trainer. And she will finish up the final warm-ups here, and we'll be going in a moment. So level 18 all the way today. Reroll is going to be the call. Here is your first seed. It is 6030F3. All of those numbers, a multiple of 3. Interesting. If you were on Transition Trainer, it's not going to work. But if you just do a normal 19 start, it's fine. Or an 18 start, or even I think even a 29 start is fine. Says it does on calibration and the games weren't starting warm up. Yeah, that could be an issue, but I'll check on it. Yeah, you look all. Yeah, you were on Transition Trainer. I can see the TRN STN up there. So yeah, you should be fine. Yeah, see, it's fine. And quite well calibrated too. All right, we got both players ready from Cobra, and Sidnev just doing some last-minute NTC stuff, but everything is fine. Yeah, Div 1 players getting their NTC working. That's a new meta in 2026. Hopefully the rest of the division can follow. Yeah, it's great when you got two players with NTC working. Means no tech issues. That means we got both players ready. Cobra taking on Sidnev here in game number 1 of their set here in Division 1B. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Introducing the players on the left. We have a roller out of the United States with an NTSC PB of 5,280,000. Welcome in, Cobra. And on the right, a roller out of the Netherlands with an NTSC PB of 6,390,000. And also a former runner-up at CTWC. Welcome in, Sidnev. And I don't know about you, it is exciting to see Sidnev back in playing again. One of the more dangerous players in the upper echelons of the Tetris community. And one of the more aggressive players as well. Always fun to watch. And right now, someone told her that she doesn't need to burn, because she has not burnt yet. She's got 5 Tetrises in a row to start things off and has a 36,000 point lead to show for it. Of course, Sidnev was the... I'm saying this from memory. If it's wrong, someone correct me, but I believe she was the first person to get a perfect max out from a 19 start. In terms of all Tetrises. Just gonna have to take some burns here. A couple dirty rows on the bottom, but a setup dirty here. Where is the bar? Bar is on vacation, but shows up after 16 pieces. There's the Tetris. Cobra also getting Tetrises as well. Currently back by 58,000 points. Nice tuck there for Cobra. Cobra, though, getting into a little trouble. Sidnev also in a bit of trouble, but Sidnev's board's in a little better state with the right side open. She's going to bang down a dirty Tetris. Cobra's still digging here. This could end up being a decent lead for... Oh, nope. Cobra's going to get the right side open quickly. Very quick. He'll score a Tetris, but still back by a... What's this? 3.5 Tetrises here? Sidnev looking for a square, and we'll get it, and was going to start setting up dirty again. Look at this tuck sequence for Sidnev. Bang, Tetris. Not going to go for the Vits. You can see she adjusted out of it. There's now only one row up, and Cobra's high up on the board here. Needs a bar, and we'll get it. Sidnev gets one as well. 332 for Sidnev, 276 for Cobra. There's the Vits. Now where's the bar? There it is. Nice Vits. And another Tetris. Yeah, Sidnev has not been fully clean since breaking the perfect Tetris run, but now we'll get clean here at 90 lines. But of course, that hasn't stopped her from taking a sizable lead, about 2.5 Tetrises as we approach the 100-line turn. If you're not familiar with the game, we play level 18 for 130 lines. Then we go to level 19, and we start transitioning levels every 10 lines, which represents an increase of points. But we only increase the speed a couple times. We do it at level 19, where we make the pieces 50% faster. 100 lines later at level 29, we'll make them doubly as fast. And 100 lines later at level 39, they go double again, which is almost impossible to play. $498 for Sidnev, $461 for Cobra. And Sidnev with a very serious threat of getting a 600k transition. Cobra can try for an upper 500. Is going to need a J here in a moment. Does get the J. Now has to fill in that golf in columns 3, 4, and 5, and does so very quickly. And bang Tetris for Cobra. Oh, what an adjustment for Cobra there. Into the T-spin. Executed flawlessly. Level 19 for Sidnev, 613 is going to be her transition score. Oh, Cobra with a misdrop immediately on 19. Is going to have to burn that away. Shouldn't be much of an issue. But certainly annoying. Gets the right side open. Both players Tetris ready, but no bar. Oh, and the bar comes, and Sidnev was ready. Cobra was not, so Sidnev up to a 3 Tetris lead again. Another drought forming. Sidnev takes the safety triple. Cobra had burnt earlier. So both players handling the drought a little differently, but same result. Tetris at the end. Ooh, Sidnev beats a bar here. Gets the bar. And now looking to get this board down, but the piece is not cooperating right now. Bar dependency on the right. Oh, this is trouble. Nice tuck. But too many squares. She's handling this very well. Gets the right side open. And bang, Tetris for Sidnev. But unfortunately, that sequence of pieces has caused Cobra to catch up a bit. Currently 8:59 for Sidnev, 8:35 for Cobra. Both players having to take some burns here on 25. But both players going to get out of it fairly quickly. Sidnev's out first. She'll bang down a Tetris into 26 at 9:02. Cobra with a Tetris at 8:81. Couple holes for Sidnev. Oh, very nice adjustment for the bar. Cobra has the real-time lead now, 9:47 to 9:42. It is close. And very likely this is going to be decided on 29. But you know, honestly, the way it should be in Division 1, right? Max out for Cobra. Sidnev with a column 9 bang Tetris. And she will max as well. But it's Cobra with the 1 Tetris lead. So we're about to hit the kill screen. There we go, 1,052,000 for Sidnev. Cobra 1 line left. We'll see if he goes in with the Tetris or burns in. He'll burn in at 1,088,000. And then he'll bang down a Tetris. Sidnev trying to clean this up a little high. Need something left here. Square's perfect. And bang Tetris. Cobra trying to set up. Wants to maintain this lead, but that's another column 9 Tetris for Sidnev. And Cobra had to cover the well. Unable to score here. Oh, and he's going to misdrop an S there. This could be trouble. Sidnev clean, ready for a Tetris, looking for the bar. There it is, bang Tetris. Sidnev back by less than a Tetris. And is set up again, but it's going to take the safety burn. I kind of agree with that. The board was not looking all that great. Cobra getting into a little bit of trouble here. This is still savable, especially with a bar left, but no bar coming. Oh, and Sidnev all of a sudden in trouble. Needs a bar left. Needs multiple bars here. And I don't know if she's going to be able to do anything else. She is not. Cobra's going to take game number 1. Cobra also with the top out, but is ahead. 33,000 points, less than a Tetris, deciding game number 1. It looks like the same sequence got both of the players there. We'll re-roll the seed. We have 4A, 5640. Got it ready from Cobra. You know what I didn't do? I didn't add a cue. All right, we have both players ready. Let's go ahead and get this counted down for game number 2. Cobra up 1-0. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. There we go. We got our queue filled out in chat. Nine to 1 in favor of Cobra. Sidnev always with that one lone pushdown point every game. It's kind of interesting. We got one person in each of the Division 1s that do that, as Violet also does that. Danby pointing out the difference in camera quality between CTM and CTL for Cobra. Yeah. But I mean, Sidnev too. I mean, you looked at Sidnev's camera yesterday and it looked like something out of a horror film with as much as it like jumps around. Whereas today, it's not doing anything like that. Very close game, 372 points is the difference. It's Cobra who has kind of owned the series. Has lately been putting on a heck of a show. Having made the CTM finals for the first time as the #1 seed over in CTM. Their previous appearances included Season 26 when Cobra snuck by in a decider. That's back in November of 2024. May Masters and January Masters, Cobra getting wins there as well. 3-2 and 3-1. But their first ever match was on Monday Night Mayhem with Bird Wizard back in 2023. And Sidnev had the 3-1 win there. Here so far, it's been pretty even since the start. Although Sidnev could be getting a bit of a lead here as Cobra having trouble keeping the right side open. Sidnev, ooh, bit of a awkward piece there. It's going to cause her to do some burning as well. So neither player getting out of this one scot-free. But when it's all said and done, it's a 1 Tetris lead for Sidnev. Kingsman in chat says, if only Vandy would accept the future. Man, you need to get your other Super Show streamers to accept the future too. I mean, how many times has Barbaro gone on about Nestros champs? Tetris for Sidnev, she is ahead by 11 lines and 49,000 points. So with Cobra burning here, that is a true lead. So Cobra will bang down a Tetris. And there's another one. $516 for Sidnev, $514 for Cobra. Sidnev, though, in a bit of trouble here, looking for the bar. Does get the bar. Keep an eye on the line counter. We're almost at level 19. She will get the right side open before then. But now needs a bar. There it is. Bang Tetris into 19 at 546. Cobra's in at 542. So very close game here in game number 2. Of course, honestly, game number 1 was pretty close as well. We'll see what happens here on 19. Tetris for Sidnev. And another one. Cobra getting a Tetris as well. Just keeping up at this point. When they're on the same line count, it's about a 3,000 point game. Tetris for Cobra. And he'll take another one. He's in the lead. Sidnev's had to do some burns, but we'll get a Tetris there. She gets another one there as well. We got a raid from Travis. Thank you very much. And also Summer B says good luck, have fun to all the gamers today. Another couple Tetrises there. Yes, different restream method. We use the Ninja video cameras here, which I think he's doing on his phone. But it's just normal OBS broadcasts on CTM. And I imagine he's not using his phone for that. 914 for Sidnev, 874 for Cobra, but Cobra with 6 lines available, so still pretty much neck and neck. Another Tetris. Cobra looking for a bar. Oh, and it comes one piece too late. And another bar coming one piece too early. There's a Tetris, though, as there are enough bars to go around. Max out for Sidnev, 1,048,000. I mean, she got that on 26. Nice spin there. As we're getting pretty close to the level 29. Cobra getting into a little trouble here. Tetris for Sidnev. Sidnev will take a lead off this, I think. She's got the 1.1. That is not a good time for a misdrop for Cobra. But he's going to get Tetrises to bring the board down. It's probably just going to have to live with the... Oh, could go for a left well here. And we'll get that left well into 29. That opens the hole. He's got 1,133,000. It's 1,170,000 for Sidnev. Sidnev. Whoa. Great triple there. Just kind of scrambling here. Just not getting the best of pieces. She's going to be done at B88. Cobra, you're in a chase down. You need B89. This isn't free. But one good down stat could... Oh, and that misdrop there. Oh, he misses the bar, but he gets another one over. But he's going to top out at 1,161,000. Sidnev will hang on and tie it up at 1. If you heard A88, I would suggest Debrox. All right, here's your seed. E0. B million. It's kind of funny because it was one of those cases where I said that Sidnev had topped out at B88. And I normally don't say B88 as a top out score. I would normally say 1,188. But I certainly didn't say A. Like, that did not happen. Oh yeah, Kingsman. Can you give our lovely Division 1 player Wintera the VIP she so rightly deserves? We have both players ready. We'll go ahead and count this down for game 3 in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. So definitely some strong 18 and 19 from the players. I haven't seen quite a deep 29 game from either player yet. But that's like the nature of 29, right? Like 29 is hard. Trebus with the clip. He's got the truth serum here. Travis, what was said? Yeah, breaking news. Simul Tetris there. Cobra with a half a line lead, but is also ahead by a line. Yeah, I know, right, Colin? And you know what Vandy probably did? He probably told you to contribute to the matcherino over there. I'm going to tell you to contribute to the matcherino over here. Because we have these players putting on amazing displays of Tetris. And they do it for you, the fans. And we'd like to reward our top players at the end of the season. We currently have a prize pool of $200.50. I would like to make that number go up because, you know, $200's just not it for CTL. We usually want to get to $1,000. We got over $2,000 last season, and we ended up paying out our top 8 players as a result. We'd love to do that again. If you haven't done your coupon code, I think we may even still have some of those left. Yeah, 8 coupon codes still remaining, so plop those quarters in, or go and just contribute some of your money. Tell these players how much you appreciate what they do. We're halfway through. 329 for Sidnev, 289 for Cobra here on level 18. As we got one of those quarters plinking down from Anpu. Thank you so much. Sidnev has taken a bit of a lead here. Look at those J-tucks. That's a thing of beauty. Fortunately, these pieces are not very beautiful, but I'm sure she'll manage to handle those all right. Sidnev having to work through a little bit of traffic that's going to allow Cobra to take a lead here past the 100-line turn. Sidnev gonna go aggressive, as she often will on level 18. Going for a dirty center will. There it is. Bang. Center well Tetris. Looking for another center well here. This time the bar takes its time, but it does show up eventually for the Tetris. Oh, that's not of its. If he's just going to transition that column over a bit. 593 for Cobra, 531 for Sidnev. Cobra looking to have the advantage here at the 19 transition. She's going to continue trying to get this well transferred at the very end of 18 and will do so. 581, 639 though for Cobra. So it's 2+ Tetris lead for Cobra as we enter level 19. Another Tetris for Sidnev there, Cobra. Trying to find a bar. Has to take a triple. And yeah, kind of was forced to take that skim. That sets up a few more burns. Tetris for Sidnev, trying to get back into this. She trails by less than a Tetris. Another Tetris for Cobra. And both players with good-looking stacks now. Cobra taking a couple doubles there, looking for a bar. Gets the bar. We'll find the Tetris. Cobra's got about a 1 Tetris lead in pace right now. Another Tetris for Sidnev. Level 25. Cobra gets that left side figured out. We'll get the bar over. We'll get the max out into 26. And another Tetris on top of that. And there's Sidnev's max out on 26. Cobra back in a 1 Tetris lead. I think that adjustment might have been a misdrop there for Sidnev, but shouldn't hurt too much. She's got the right side open again. There's the Tetris. 1.1 for Cobra. I'm sorry, B million for Cobra. Cobra in trouble, though. Gets the bar over for the Tetris, but what else can he do? This is right before 29. This is not good. And he's just going to have to go in really high up here. I don't know if he can survive this, especially if no bar shows up. There's the bar finally. Sidnev's only back by 12,000 here. She'll get a Tetris to take the lead. Cobra is looking to maybe take this down, but needs a bar, and it doesn't show up, and Sidnev will take a 2-1 lead. Oh man, that 27 for Cobra was just bad timing, really. You do that on 22 and you're fine. You do that on 27 and you're not getting far in 29. But Sidnev up 2-1 here. So go ahead and give him another seed. As soon as I figure out how to type. There we go. D801C9. Travis says, you got this, Cobra. Honestly, these two are playing so neck and neck Tetris. It's like either player can take the set. But Sidnev does have the advantage. Only needs to win one more. Cobra has to win both the next two. Hello, Le Captain. We'll see you a bit later. No, you're not playing in 5 hours. I gotta be done by 3 o'clock. And it's not because I'm gonna be watching anything other than Tetris. We have both players ready. Let's go ahead and count them down. Game number 4. Sidnev is on the verge of winning. Can Cobra strike back? We'll find out in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Yeah, I actually have a match almost immediately after this. Who are said jerks that took the primetime slot? The Seattle Seahawks and the New England Patriots. Those are the jerks. I believe I'm playing Evan J tonight, so first time matchup for me. Another Tetris for Sidnev. Yeah, I'm gonna be over on Adam's channel. I'm not Div 1. I'm not playing here. Not Div 2. I think I've been on a Super Show all of once. And that was one of Sir Mazer's opening night shows. Either way, Cobra with an early lead, but it's small. 161 to 141. Or 144, sorry. Couple of tucks there for Sidnev. Needs that other L. We'll find it, and we'll bang down a Tetris. It's one of the aspects of... Ooh, look at that adjustment for Sidnev. Oh, I love it. Oh. It was kind of funny because, like, at first I'm like, is she actually dead dropping that piece? But no, that was intentional. $11-point lead for Cobra, but has more lines to work with. Now a 2,600-point lead will give him a true lead. Spin tuck adjustments are so sick. Oh, yeah. Like that particular spin tuck, I will use to fix my stack. I will never intentionally set that up. S-flat moment for Cobra there. Looking for a J or a bar would be fine. and has that stack nice and tidied up. But Sidnev is 12 lines ahead and 4.5 Tetrises in the lead. Cobra will get 2 Tetrises there to close the gap, but Sidnev does have the lead here, looking to close this out. What was that? That was something in chat, wasn't it? Stolen short sword did something accidental here. Let's see, what did you do? That was a 5-bit accidental heart. That's appreciated, so thank you. Cobra high up on the board, but we'll get that dirty Tetris and open up that center well. Now going to go 6-3, or 3-6 rather. But it's not getting the right pieces for it. So it's just going to take the Tetris and then work on burning us back down. Aw, thank you. Another dirty Tetris setup, this time in column 3. Cobra playing Tetris column bingo. Get your cards out, folks. Another Tetris. Cobra trying to keep up and stay in this, which he has done nicely. Now he's going to choose to get the board all the way down and get the well back over to the right side. 520 for Sidnev, 463 for Cobra. Kingsman plugging that prize pool again. Still have 7 contribution codes, which kind of surprises me, guys. Like, seriously, it's clicking a button. Please click the button. It's easy. I think I watched the Washington State Regional for like 2 minutes, and I saw somebody said I contributed a code, and I'm like, oh, click, click, click. There's another quarter. Easy. See, Stolen Short Sword knows how to click a button. You clicked that heart earlier, now click that button to contribute 25 cents. Puts us up to 201 bucks as we're in level 19. And Sidnev just raining down Tetrises here. That's a 130,000 point lead over Cobra. Cobra looks for the bar. We'll get one there. The other one not used for a Tetris, needs to set up first, and then a third bar shows up to get his second Tetris. If you don't redeem all the codes, Kingsman will be very sad. I'm not sure, but I feel like if you don't redeem all the codes, you don't get codes again. Like, we would not want to do that, because that's actually, you know, that's $12.50. That's pretty much a sizable single-person donation, right? If you get all of them. We call donations, or technically contributions. Another Tetris for Sidnev. She's got 882 into level 23. What a run here. This and that. Thank you for the quarter with the contribution code. That puts us down to 5. So we're getting there. 913 on 23. Gets the key tuck, follows it up with a Tetris. And this could be an into 25 max here. And of course, the game says, no. Oh, I hate this game. Winter! With the direct contribution of 25 cents. Who I think has paid more money to Matcherino than the prize pool with that, but still, 25 cents puts us up to 201.50. Max out for Sidnev, looking to put an exclamation point on this set. Currently up by 178,000. There's the bar, there's the Tetris. Now there's a 1.1 before Cobra has 900. Cobra will get the 900 here, though. Another Tetris there. Cole clicking the button. Puts us down to 4. Tetris for Sidnev. Aaron thing. Oh, man. That can start an argument. Another Tetris for Sidnev. She's got a 1.2. And into the kill screen she goes at 1,226,000. Cobra looking for a potential 1.1 into, but I don't think so with these pieces. Oh, there's still a chance. And there's the bar. Bang, Tetris, 1,109,000 for Cobra, who trails by 160,000 points. As Sidnev is off and running and ready for a Tetris. Bang, Tetris. D on the screen for Sidnev. Oh, could get the T-spin. That would have been sick, though. Set up dirty. Needs a bar now. Ooh, and just burns it down. She knows you can't mess with that. Gets the 5 tap left. Cobra. Moo's going to miss a piece to the left here. Oh, that hang's going to do it. Sidnev going to get her first ELO win over Cobra, and will do it by the score of 3-1. Play this out. Nope. That's played out. GG's. And there is your winner, Sidnev. Well done. I really hope this is like a pairing that we get a bit more often in the Tetris scene, because this is a really good one. All right. That's going to do it for Division 1 today. Up next, Crab Rangoon going to be taking on Small Jordan. Stay tuned. Oh, finally made it through my morning coffee. Ugh. Just in time for morning to end in about 23 minutes. are back. We have two more players. One that is... Oh, I see what I did wrong here. Oh. I had to fix this. Alright. Actually, was your camera just... Yeah, your camera's more that way, so I can do that. Good. Alright. So we have our two players. Why is my 29-27? Let me check. Can you play a 29 game, please? Let's see, he's 29. Well, let me play around with this for a minute. We could probably get this fixed. Why do you see a 2-0? What is wrong with you? Oh, you're on transition trainer. You can't really... You can't really do NCC on transition trainer. It doesn't work. That's all it is. All right, let's get these two a seed. 09EC3F. Cobra says, one positive of my set with Cinema is I did learn a new number, B million. Who's the one that came up with that? Was that on Pooh? No, it was Danby. B million. All right, we were ready from Jordan. And there's the ready from Crab. Let's go ahead and get this underway with our Division 2 matchup between Crab Rangoon and Small Jordan. We'll get started with game number 1 in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. I'm gonna have to recenter camera here. There we go. That looks good. Let's go ahead and introduce our players. On the left, and I need to get, I need to put countries on here so that I know for sure. On the left, rolling out of the United States with an NTSC PB of 1,651,000. Welcome in, Crab Rangoon. Oh my God, Jordan. Ooh, Crab Rangoon, who is up 1-0. Crab's like, what? Yeah, you won. 1-0. We'll increment the seed to 1A. Kingsman with the Kaka in chat, but I think that's more because Martz was mentioned. Yeah, not Club Zero. He did get one line. Oh, well, we may be getting some hockey. Oh, Kingsman. So mean. There we go. We got the Nashville Predators jersey representing. F that, though. Go Sabres. We have a ready from Jordan. And there's the ready from Crab. Let's go ahead and get ready for game number 2. Jordan looking to bounce back from an early top. See what happens in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Continuing our introductions on the right, rolling out of the United States with PB of 1,446,000. Welcome in, Small Jordan. Normally, game 2 is where I would talk about prior matches, but these two don't have any prior matches. This is Tetris Scorigami going on here. There's Tetris for both players there. I actually only own one hockey jersey, but it's actually a pretty cool one. I used to live in Houston, and Houston used to have a hockey team called the Houston Aeros. And there's this one player that played for them who, honestly, I'm not gonna sugarcoat it. He sucked. He's terrible. They only had him on the team to, you know, fight other players. He's one of the enforcers. But for whatever reason, like, his attitude towards fighting was just so, like, he didn't want to hurt people, but he knew what his role was because he's just such a, you know, large built individual. So he was kind of endearing to us. So they had like this auction where you could get a signed autograph, a signed game-worn jersey of all the players that were playing in a particular night's game, and I ended up getting his. Little did I know that I was getting the game signed jersey of a future NHL All-Star Game MVP. None other than John Scott. Very cool moment when he played in that game. 322 for Crab, 270 for Small Jordan. Crab with a early lead here of about 3 Tetrises, of course. Crab coming onto the Tetris scene like an RKO, also known as Out of Nowhere. Yeah, that crappy guy from Houston. Like, literally, I remember watching him take a slap shot from, like, the blue line, and the puck went into the corner. Like, he was intending to shoot on goal, and it went into the corner. Like, that's how awful he was. Like, he was not very good at hockey. At least at the time. And to be fair, I mean, he only scored a couple of goals, like a handful of goals in the NHL. Had a little bit of a stint on my hometown team, the Buffalo Sabres. Played for the Minnesota Wild for a bit. I think he was on San Jose. I want to say he was on Arizona. At the 100-line turn, Crab's got a 4 Tetris lead over Jordan, but that's not because Jordan's having a bad game. That's because Crab is threatening a 700 here. Yeah, ace indeed. To be fair, Captain said it, not me, so don't get mad at me. Another Tetris. Still 4 potential Tetrises for Crab here with 1 burn. And just these pieces are being so friendly right now. Oh, and then that square. Thank you, square. Why are squares? I hate squares. Crab not a fan right now either. He's gonna have to burn into 19. Let's go get a Tetris. That'll be 695. What a transition. Jordan's on level 20 and doesn't have that yet, so very good transition. But now it's going to have to hold the lead on the faster speeds. Oh, and misses a 5-tap there. Low enough on the board, he's just going to send another one over. We'll see what he chooses to do with the next bar. And he's just going to get a Tetris with that, and there's enough bars that he gets out of that with relative ease. Jordan, meanwhile, with a misdrop there, is going to score a Tetris, but a brief scare turns into a bit of a dig. Good tuck. And we'll get that right side open. And then the square shows up. Oh, missing the spin too, but doesn't... yeah, it is going to make a difference. Oh, what are these pieces for Jordan? He's got to find something that's going to get this board down. Bar will help. But now all those pieces stacked in column 9s. Crab has not been able to take a whole lot of advantage of this either. He is only up by 2 Tetrises. Jordan. Gonna take a burn here. Both players about next box height here. Jordan can't get a bar over, and that's going to be it. Crab's up 2-0. A bit of a suffered set here for Jordan. We'll see if he can get back into it here in game number 3. Well, that looks like a 300 post to me, but then again, he didn't make 28. Still had, what, 5 Tetris, 6 Tetrises available? Could have been a 1.2. We have a ready from Jordan. Should be on seed 2B. Or not 2B. All right, both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get this counted down. Game number 3, Crab looking for a sweep. Jordan looking to get on the board. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Simul Tetris to start things off. So far, Crab has played 4 matches here in CTL, and it has not known any result other than a sweep. And if he wins this, he will continue that. Crab getting into trouble, though. A lot of awkward pieces here. He's gonna get the bar. Oof, that was a rough bar there. And 2 J dependencies. Gonna turn one into a dirty Tetris well here. Set up again. Looking for the bar. Bar's not coming. He's just burning this down. He's not taking any chances here. But has to... Ooh, misses a square left. Both players kind of in a spot here. Crab in big trouble. And Crab will not know a sweep. Jordan, you're good. It's 2-1. Here's a mid-top out, too. What was that game? Oh, no. All right, well, increment up to 3C, or not 3C. Cam, this is good games. Yeah. Scooty asking who won, Cobra or Sidnev? Yeah. Sidnev taking it in 4. In a very good set. Close the whole way. Hand keeps going cold. Yeah. Well, players are ready. Let's go ahead and get them counted down for game number 4. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Jordan preventing the sweep. Now looking to see if he can get one of his own in the form of a reverse sweep. You kind of see he's been having various mechanical issues this set. Now the pieces are just not being kind. Look at that. I mean, the perfect piece is to just spire the board. Like, what? Come on. And this is a drought here. 20 pieces and counting. Finally gets a bar over for the Tetris. Crab's board not in great shape either, but both of them are low. Jordan going to set up a column 7, gets the bar. Dirty Tetris. Seems to be looking to keep the column 7 going. Set up again. He's like, why is that S there? Who put that S there? And he gets it opened up. Both players will score a simul Tetris there. 18,000 point lead for Crab. And Crab saying my hand keeps going cold. That's like, that's my preferred state. I would rather my hands be cold than hot. Because when they're hot, they're all sweaty and it's like hard to keep grip on the controller. It's like, I just don't want to do it. We're tied, by the way. 156-940. Tetris for both players, but not before Jordan was able to get a single and 8 pushdown points. now a lot of pushdown points. 29-point difference. Get the bar over for the back-to-back. Oh, no, doesn't go for the back-to-back jacks. Did get a third bar, so still got the Tetris on the board, but kind of prioritizing building up that left side. Which you can't discount that, the importance of that. Tetris for Crab, Tetris for Jordan. Crab has a real-time lead, or the pace lead. Jordan has a real-time lead. Another Tetris for Jordan. Crab keeping the pace, though. Jordan not liking something over there. Board looks fine, though. He's got a Tetris. We'll get another one there. Gets to 418 at the 100-line turn. He's got this vid set up, but that's exactly when the drought starts. It's one bar. Oh, beautiful tuck. Oh, but doesn't get the square over. Oh, no. And that's going to do it. Crab is going to take it 3-1. Well, I didn't think that square was going to be a problem, but that indeed was a problem. There's your winner. Crab taken in 4. Up next, we'll have Alejo taking on Toby. Stay tuned for that. Classic Tetris Germany, thanks for the raid. Colton Jacob, welcome in. We are awaiting our players, Alejo and Toby. Alejo seems to be having a little issue getting to NTC. Hopefully that isn't too terrible. We'll do a quick update while we're waiting. You can see from the playoff race, Sidnev shooting all the way up. Currently at the number 4 seed with her win over Cobra. Cobra moves down to number 6. Actually tied for 5th, technically. Like 2 and 2, 14 points, same as Alice. Oh, I don't know why Cobra's on there twice. I will fix that. And we'll do that again. That was really weird. So 4th spot, Hydrant should have one of those spots. Yeah, I see what I did. I left Hydrant off. How could I leave Hydrant off? There, fixed it. It's correct now. So yeah, Cobra moves down to tie for 5th. Bolts and Hydrant are the current wild cards, but of course, SV with a perfect record still has 4 matches to play, the most out of anyone with the exception of Alex T. Actually, you know what? I think that technically Sidnev and Cobra should be higher than Alex, but Alex does have that extra game in hand, so this is likely the correct order. I don't know. I'm not fixing it further. Yeah, Sidnev is currently tied with Cobra at the top Division 1B, but does have an extra game in hand, so she is actually the number 2 seed instead of Alex. And Cobra is the number 4 seed, Alex is number 6 seed, but Alex with plenty of games in hand. And we know what Alex is capable of. He won't be number 6 for long, I'm pretty sure. We have one of our players. Okay. I see what's happening now. I'm getting the wrong channel name from Leo. So just be a moment longer here. Was not prepared for the having to do Twitch streams today. So I just need a bit of a moment to get things set up. We should be good to go. All right, I think we're ready to go. Pardon the quality flashbang here, but nope, it's not T and Raymond's camp. I have to change that too. God, oh frick. So there's Alejo. Oh, these aren't even centered. Centered enough now. You got Alejo on the left, Toby on the right. You had be playing some level 18 action. Here is your initial seed 5F, 7E, F6. A roller have double flips? No, never. What are you talking about? Never happens. Tetris time here to watch some Division 2 action. We have a ready from Toby. As soon as Alejo ready's up here, we'll go ahead and get counted down for our first game. All right, both players are ready. Let's go ahead and count them down for game number 1. We'll get started in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. We'll go ahead and introduce the players. First on the left, rolling out of Argentina, with an NTSC PB of 1,456,000. Welcome in, Alejo. And on the right, rolling out of Germany, a PB of 1,741,000. It's Toby. Bit of an early jam here for Alejo. Oh my goodness, both players kind of in a spot. Toby gets the right side open. We'll get the bar down for the Tetris, but Alejo's in a lot of trouble. Gonna get some good pieces there to help bring the board down, but I mean, there's so many holes in the stack. This is gonna take a while. Now that doesn't help. Oh no, and that's it. Toby's up 1-0. Hey, you got more points than Jordan did in game 1. Warm-up done, yeah. No kidding. All right, let's shake that one off. Both players ready for game number 2. And we'll count it down in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. These two have met only one other time. This was back in Division 3 of CTL in Season 27. That was way back in November of 2024 when Toby took that set 3-1. Bit of a calmer start for both players here as Leo looking for a bar to get that first Tetris on the board. There it is. Bang Tetris. Toby with the more solid start here. Has a bit of an early lead. Bar in for the Tetris for Alejo. Set up for another one. Toby trying to get this board under control. Oh, this is interesting. That's going to be a dirty Tetris. And set up for a left whale dirty before getting that board all the way down. Some good aggression there from Toby to start this one. Vallejo with another Tetris. A bit of a weird board, though. Does get that right side resolved. Things flatten out on the left, so should be all right here. Tetris for Toby. Toby has about a 70,000 pace lead at the moment. Another Tetris for Toby. A pretty good game for Toby so far. This could reach the halfway point of level 18 at 307. Vallejo 251 at the same spot. We will have one more game after this as well. It's going to be Doodle taking on the captain. Hopefully, oh yeah, I do see both players around, so we should be good to get that one going. Hopefully we can do that on NTC. We're just doing this one because Toby's capture is not playing nice with NTC right now. Gonna set up the Vits, and it's a proper one too. Zabar comes next piece. Sets up another one and gets the bar immediately. We'll get another Tetris there. 445 for Toby, 351 for Alejo, who will set up a Vits of his own. We'll bang down a Tetris. At the 100-line turn, Toby's got 492. A dirty Tetris for Alejo, bring him to 397. So a 95,000 point lead for Toby. Another Tetris for Toby. Toby looking for a upper 600 transition here. Another Tetris for Toby. Still has 3 more potential Tetrises. This could be in 670 territory. Gonna have to take the S flat though, and he'll go in at 654, 540 for Alejo. About a 5 Tetris lead for Toby. Well, it would have been a 670 if he didn't burn. But you just don't want me to say 6-7. That's what it is. Understood. Toby getting up pretty high. I had to do another S flat, but gets out of it. And we'll just burn down the right side as there's no bar coming. Another Tetris for Toby. Alejo still trying to get out of this dig. Toby bangs down a Tetris, 824 to 623, a 200,000 point lead for Doggo here. And he's not letting up. Another Tetris. Vallejo trying to get this board down and finally gets the air cleared out. Needs a T to tuck in. Will get the bar for the Tetris. Vallejo at 670. 913 for Toby. You're welcome. Doesn't mean anything, guys. Just a number. Toby getting out of this dig here. Still has a 200,000 plus point lead. Another Tetris for Alejo. Toby's into the max out here on 26. So it's looking like Alejo's going to need a lot of work on level 29 to get this done. And that's assuming Toby doesn't just pop off on kill screen, which he can do. If he does here, this is going to be a massive total. There's the B, 1,126,000 for Toby. Add a Tetris to go to 1,160,000. 944 for Alejo. We're 2 Tetrises away from transition to level 29. There's one for each of them. And there's the other for Toby. He's in at 1,231,000. Alejo in at 1,015,000. Oh, but all kinds of trouble for Toby to start things off. He will get a Tetris. But can he solve the left side of the board? He cannot. He's going to be done at 1,267,000. Alejo, you're in a chase down. You need C68. 1,268,000. We'll see if Alejo's able to get this done. I would say likely at least one Tetris necessary. Ooh, that's trouble. Oh, the 5-tap is missed, and that's gonna be it. Toby will hang on. He's up 2-0. Hey, Cobra, it was a crab rave. As one would expect. He won 3-1. Chen, how's it going? Guys, I can't help if the score turns into 670,000. It's 670. It's going to be that every time. Both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get this underway. Toby on the verge of a sweep. And Alejo, bring this back. We'll find out in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Alejo was able to get a little bit done on 19, but not enough to overcome that massive pace from Toby, getting the 1.2 before the level 29 speeds. Toby with an awkward board here. Yeah, might be trying to hold on to this a little too much. Get the bar over for a triple. And now it's starting to get some better pieces to settle this down. Another Tetris there. Sets up a tuck. But now is not getting the right pieces. Misses a spin there. Oh dear, this is trouble. Gets the J over. Lays the bar flat. Opens up that double wide there, and we'll open up the right side. No bar means he's got to plug it again. Vallejo taking advantage of this one as he should. 186. Now add a Tetris to go to 209. All that square for Toby could be fatal. And it indeed will be. Vallejo is good for game number 3. And Toby says that never happened. So Leo, you're good. Move on to game 4. All intentional. Yes, we can't have sweeps on this show. Has to be at least 3-1. All right, both players are ready. Game number 4. Let's find out what happens here in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Kind of a critical match here for both these players as they're tied on 7 points. And with Crab getting out of that tie, moving up to 13. Players are going to want to do what they can to stay ahead of the bottom 2 spots. Vallejo so far has gotten a win over Small Jordan, but fell to a decider against Captain and 3-1 against Silly Shark. Toby, very similar story, 3-1 over Small Jordan, but was swept by both Silly Shark and Tetris Time and took a 3-1 over Doodle. Of course, Alejo missing 1 match does put him at a -2 in a otherwise would have been a tight bottom half of the division. So Alejo is definitely going to want to get some dubs on the board, but going to have to start here with game 4. $215 for Toby, $235 for Alejo. So we have ourselves a close game number 4 thus far. Alejo taking a bit of advantage of a slowdown from Toby, 350 to 317. This is the kind of thing that Alejo needs to get back into this. Bang Tetris for Alejo. Toby up high. Needs to get better pieces than that. Oh my god, that's flat. I like the S flat, but my goodness, more holes showing up here. Bar goes over. Bar dependency in column 7 now. And the bar doesn't go over, it will hang in column 2. We're going to a decider. And Alejo, these last 2 games, has been putting up some good numbers, too. Last time it was going to be over 300 at the half. This time it was 469 at the 100-line turn. Really incredible paces. But it will all come down to one game. And Alejo's got a lot of momentum. There's some ready from Toby. And the ready from Alejo. Here we go. Game number 5, the decider. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Tetris are both there to start things off here in game number 5. Another simultris. Toby in a small dig here. But those S's are just pounding his board. Finally, he's got a better spot. But, oh no, needs bar. Will get the triple. Oh, and a beautiful double to clear that out. Followed by the bar. Bang Tetris. Toby trying to avoid that early top again. Doesn't want to get set back there. We got a Tugi spin on the board from Alejo. Fixes that right up, gets a Tetris. 142 for Alejo, 128 for Toby. Column 2 attempt here. There's the bar for the Tetris. It is going to set up for at least one more. But has to burn it down. Alejo has gone to 82 deciders and has a 44 and 38 record in them. Toby has gone to 75 and has a record of 35 and 40. So Alejo does have a slight advantage in the decider department. Classic Tetris Luge. Yes, Liege. 338 for Alejo, 307 for Toby. Toby is ahead by 5 lines. But Alejo is burning those away, so about a Tetris and a half lead for Alejo. Toby in a bit of a situation here. Gets the bar over for the Tetris. Now gonna go to work on maybe just playing 2 rows up. But the piece is not falling the way he wants to. He's just gonna fill stuff in. Gonna go for a dirty Tetris in column 3. Gets the bar. Dirty Tetris. Ooh, beautiful pieces there to get that one. Toby is at 359 at the 100-line turn, 378 for Alejo. So now it's less than a Tetris separating the players. Toby, though, getting high up on the board, looking for a bar. Has room to burn, will take the triple, and then the bar comes over for the dirty Tetris. Anyone wants squares? Toby's got a few. He's gonna have to play a couple rows up for a while here, it looks like. That's gonna allow Alejo to take a bit of a lead into the transition. Toby would just like a bar here. Okay, there we go. Bar for the Tetris. Set up for another dirty Tetris. There it is, Tetris 468. Here we go, level 19. Toby's in at 492. Alejo's in at 501. Fairly neck and neck. But Toby's board still playing 3 rows off the bottom here. And so far to great effect. See, he was trying to get the well transfer there, but couldn't get a bar in time. Now I'll get the well transfer. And gets that hole taken care of. Now only 2 rows up. And we'll get a Tetris here, and it's going to go ahead and work on a left well. Look at this play from Toby. Very nice. He has taken the lead away from Alejo. He's had a slow start to the level 19 speeds. But we'll bang down a Tetris here. Toby in cleanup mode for a bit. It evens things out. 6-16 for Alejo, back into the lead. But there's a dirty Tetris for Toby to take it back. 639. Toby is ahead by 11 lines, so keep that in mind when we talk about the scores here. We'll bang down another Tetris. Alejo now going through some traffic here on 22. Another Tetris for Toby. He's got a 100,000 plus point lead, but is ahead by 11 lines. There's a Tetris for Alejo. So it really puts the pace lead at around 1 Tetris. Alejo with an awkward board here. Oh, that bar does get everything opened up. So Alejo will be safe. The problem is now Toby has a huge lead, 127,000 points right now. Tetris for Toby. There's one for Alejo. As we're counting down the lines to level 29 here in the decider. Max out for Toby. He has nearly a 200,000 point lead. closer to 100,000 in pace. But here we go. 1,102,000 into level 19. And that line lead just looking to explode here as he's going to be playing on these speeds for a bit longer. As Alejo still on 28. There it is. Transition 900,000. So a 202,000 point lead for Toby. But Toby's in trouble here. Needs to get something left. That's gonna be impossible. He's done at 1,163,000. Alejo, you're in a chase down. You need B64. 1,164,000. Now, this is not just a line out either. We'll see how Alejo handles this. Oh no. And it all falls apart for Alejo as Toby prevents the reverse sweep. He's going to win it 3-2. GG's. No, not that. Also, why do I still have that? There's a winner. It's Doggo. We've got one final match for you. Up next, Doodle gonna take on the Cap. Stay tuned. All right, looks like we're having a bit of a tech issue on Captain's side. Not sure if we have someone available to take a look at that, but we do. It would be helpful. Well, it's set up. I don't know if it's good. I think we at least got things settled to the point where, yeah, we can get this going. Final match of the day. It's Division 2 Doodle. I have to go up against a tough opponent, but one of these faced before, and we just lost the camera. There it is, it's back. Let's go ahead and drop a seed in chat for these two. C4D939. All right, C4, D9, 3-9 is the seed. We got the ready from Captain. I want to know what the heck he's using to control his computer. Like, that doesn't look like a normal input device to me. All right, both players are ready. Let's go ahead and get them counted down for game number 1 of their Division 2 showdown between Doodle and the Captain. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. Starting on the left, we have a roller out of the United States with an NTSC PB of 1,641,000. Welcome in, Doodle. And on the right, also rolling out of the United States with a PB of 1,638,000. It's the Captain. Arr. And that's right, you mateys, that is less than a 4,000 difference in PB between these two. As we are underway for their game number 1. Pull Bucket saying, go Doodle in chat. These two have been very efficient so far to start this one. Only a total of 3 lines burnt between them. We'll make it 4 now. And probably 5 and 6, 7. And all of a sudden, we're burning lines left and right. It was a 380-point lead for Doodle for a moment there. Doodle looking for a bar, sets it up, gets a Tetris. And another one. There's a Tetris for the Captain. He'll get a second one as well. Because these two are playing very efficiently early on. 87 and 91% on the Tetris rates. Another Tetris for Doodle. Captain having to burn some lines here. It does get the Tetris. It's 327 to 326 at the half. Like, wow. Not only are they both on pace for 650, but they're within a single of each other at the halfway point. Tetris for Doodle. He's got a problem on the left side. There's been no L's recently. And ooh, this is gonna get a little scary here. He needs a bar right. We'll get it. Should be all right. And there's a Tetris down the right side. $442 for the Captain, $430 for Doodle, but Captain has 8 lines in hand. And he's looking to do damage with them as well. There's a Tetris. $453 at the 100-line turn for Doodle. Captain looking to get a 500 at that point. Oof. I think that choice to use the long bar vertically is coming back to bite him. Looking for a dirty Tetris, though. And we'll have to burn into the 100-line turn, 491, but we'll get the Tetris afterwards, 514. So Captain with about a Tetris and a half lead. Doodle having to do some burns here. He'll get a Tetris there, but would really like something to fill out that right side. That square is not it, Chief. That square will help, though. So one hurtful square, one helpful square. So we're about to hit level 19. Captain's got to burn some lines. Not going to quite hit the 650, but it's going to be a 634. 555 for Doodle. Doodle will get this cleaned up quickly to start level 19. Tetris for Doodle. Captain's been digging for most of level 19 there, but now we'll open up the right side. And he'll bang down a Tetris. Captain's still with about a 3.5 Tetris pace lead. Doodle all in on this column 3, and of course that's when the bar decides not to show up. It's not even for a Tetris right now. We'll get that bar down. And gets the well back over to the right. 675 for Captain, 608 for Doodle. Good tuck there for Doodle, but ooh, misses that piece. Oh, this is trouble for Doodle. This is big trouble for Doodle. He's done at 609. And just like that, Captain takes game number 1. All right. We shall increment the seed. Yes, it's increment. This is Division 2. Think I'm going to let you reroll? No. Not happening. All right, we're ready for both players. Let's count it down for game number 2. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. We'll count ahead 1-0 in this one. It's also ahead 4-2 in their lifetime ELO record, which dates all the way back to May of 2023. They played on Salted Sofa's Sexy ELO Battles. Somalian took that one 3-1. Would do the same in Division 2 later that year, 3-1. They met in CTM Challengers, and he won that 3-2, but Masters is when it started to turn around for Doodle. As in February 2025, a year after the Challengers loss, he'll take Somalian to a 3-1 win. But Somalian would get him back in Season 30 of CTL with a 3-1. But Doodle turned it right around again in October in Masters, getting the 3-1 there. They have also traded CTBW wins. Somalian taking a sweep at 19 and Doodle getting it in the decider in 20. So yeah, Somalian seemed to have the advantage in the series early on, but ever since then it's been fairly even. Tetris for Somalian's 168. Doodle at 150. But Doodle with the better board, however, I think Captain's just going to try to play a row up, but unfortunately, these pieces not working out. Needs a bar in column 3. We'll get that for the triple. The District Wolf in chat says, I don't understand what they're doing with their hands. It is called rolling. And if you look that up on YouTube, there are several fantastic videos about rolling. In NES Tetris. The reason they do that is because it is significantly faster than just letting the game move the pieces if you hold down the button. It can be up to 3 times as fast. But yeah, their thumbs are what's moving the pieces, but they're hitting the controller into their thumbs. It's about a 2.5 Tetris lead for Doodle, as we're more than halfway through game number 1. Or, sorry, number 2. We're done with game number 1. That went to Captain. Oh, there's the bits. And there's the bar. Nice bits for Captain. Q Collins Vitz emote. And this game has gotten a little tight here. That Tetris for Captain will make it a 16,000 point difference in favor of Doodle. Captain bangs down another Tetris there. Oh, great T-lift there for Captain. We're a bit past the 100-line turn. Ooh, a bit of a misdrop there for Doodle. He does have the lead, but gonna have to find a way to get out of this without losing too much pace. The bar for the Tetris for the Captain will give him a lead of 2,000 points, neck and neck. And bang Tetris. You see at equal lines, 3,040 point lead for Captain. Captain with a hole in column 5, might just live with it. Nope, gonna take the time to open it up. As he's waiting on this bar, finally it shows. There's the Tetris. Oh, 380 points. Level 19 for Doodle, 577. Captain will get the bar, and he'll go in at 601. So a 1 Tetris difference at transition in favor of the Captain. Was already ahead 1-0. Now, this is an awkward start to level 19 and 20 for Doodle, but does get the right side open. Gets the bar over, gets the Tetris. Still has some work to do to clean that up. Captain, meanwhile, playing clean. Ooh, misses the L left, but that's low enough that shouldn't be a problem. Another Tetris for the Captain. Takes care of that left side. But now having trouble finding the right pieces for that left side. But gets everything open with a few burns. Bangs down a Tetris. 736 for Captain, 702 for Doodle. There's a true lead, 61,000 points. Doodle level 23. Captain's still on level 22 as a 30,000 point lead. 791 halfway through level 19 speeds for Doodle. Captain's still one more line before that point. Bit of a misdrop there. Just gonna have to burn it away. He'll go in at 852. So 61,000 point lead at the half. Misdrop there for Doodle. We'll get the bar over for the Tetris, so we'll have plenty of room to work on that. Let's get this down fairly efficiently. And there's a Tetris. Captain not finding a bar here. Finally gets the bar for the Tetris. And another one as well. Captain maintaining a bit of a lead at 964 to 938. He's also backed by 7 lines. Oh, he misses the S left there. And this could be the opening that Doodle needs to take the lead before transition. And Captain's actually got to think about getting this down before 29. He should be able to do that. Both players into the max out. It is still very, very close. Captain playing one row up here on 28. We'll get that Tetris. Still has room for 2 potentially. Here we go. 1,049,000 for Doodle into level 29. And it adds a Tetris to get to level 30. Oh, this is dangerous for Captain. Gets the bar and hangs it in column 9. Doodle ties it at 1. Oh, man, and he was in the middle of a top out as well, but we'll take the lead by 14K. Captain had the lead for most of that, but no 29 play was the difference as Doodle did just enough to squeak by on kill screen. Yeah, sweaty hands are awful. Like, I hate that. It's the worst. I try to make sure my room is nice and cold, but doesn't always happen. We have a ready from the Captain. And there is the ready from Doodle. Let's go ahead and get this counted down for game 3. We're tied at 1. We'll start in 3, 2, 1. Tetris. All right. So taking a quick look at where these two stand in Division 2. But a fairly decent season for Somalian. Took the sweep over Crab and a 3-2 over Alejo and Tetris time. But fell to Guafi and Silly Shark, who kind of are both running away with the division right now. Neither of those players have a loss. Doodle, meanwhile, is looking to turn his season around. It's got a 1-3 record, 8 points. And seeing what Toby and Crab did today, it's going to move Doodle down to just above the line. And he would really like to win this one to get some points on the standings. $207 for Captain, $166 for Doodle. Tetris for Doodle. Tetris for both players there, but Doodle, bit of a hole in column 4. Just gonna play around it. Or on top of it, as the case is. We're just about halfway through level 18. And Doodle is at 312, which is pretty good. It's just not 366. Captain currently running a 97% Tetris rate in the first half. And shows no signs of slowing down. Oh, very nice OJ setup there for Captain. But recognizing that the board is kind of taking a turn, he is going to have to take some burns. Doodle not ready to cash in on it either. Basically a free pass here for the Captain to get a dirty Tetris and to get the board cleaned up. He has a 71,000 point lead, and it's going to get bigger if he can keep scoring. Another Tetris. Doodle in a bit of a situation here. Let's get some good pieces for the right side. That's going to help. This board's looking a lot better. Gonna go for the dirty Tetris in column 6. There's a bar, there's a Tetris. That's a well transferred to column 10. Kind of playing a little aggressive right now. Just puts a bar down the right side rather than fill in the dependency. It's gonna play 3 rows up here. There's a bar for the dirty Tetris, but it's gonna have to fill in. Like, he's not going to start playing 4 rows up, is he? He is. Okay. Oh, misses a piece left, though. He's going to get a Tetris, and then he's going to have to address that quickly. 2 long bar dependencies is not a good place to be. 593 for Captain, 494 for Doodle. We're right at the level of 19 transition. There's the bar. There's the transition. 519 for Doodle. Captain definitely cooled off a bit in the second half of 18. So he's going at 598. Gets a Tetris right away, though, and Doodle's got this board all the way back down to the bottom. So he finds himself back by 88,000 and ahead in lines by quite a margin. Ooh, misdrop there as well, but that can be fixed. Alright, I see the vision. That was nice from Doodle. This is the Tetris, though. Just a series of misdrops. Gonna set him back a bit. He's back by over 100,000 points. So Doodle having to do some digs here as Captain in a short dig of his own. But gets out of that relatively quickly. Takes the safety triple. Captain taking very few chances here. Gets the bar down the right side for the Tetris. And Doodle is finally back to the bottom. This is going to be a long hill to climb for Doodle. Tetris for Doodle. He's into level 26 at 701. Oh, Captain hangs a square left. And get a bar down for Tetris. That'll actually close the gap a little bit. 791, so a 90,000 point lead for Captain at level 26. Doodle trying to get this cleaned up here. Oh, that doesn't burn. But he does take care of that situation. Now has to get this J or bar left. Gets a bar. Just not getting some very friendly pieces here. Needs a bar again. Gets the bar. We'll open up the right side just before level 29. Bang Tetris in at 828. Still some work to do for Doodle. As Captain's approaching 900. Oh, the diving board for Captain. It's the middle of winter. What are you doing? And Captain's going to be done at 880. Doodle, you're in a chase down. You need 881. 800,081. And that triple will do it. Doodle is up 2-1. Captain says, my finger. That was a big win for Doodle there. That puts him on the cusp of taking the set. Yeah, Captain too. I mean, when you have a 366,000 at 65 lines, and you're at 880 on 28, something went wrong. But Cap will shake that off and try to get this done in game number 4. The force a decider. Doodle looking to close it out in 4. And try to keep pace with Toby and Crab, who got wins earlier. Yeah, game 4 should be F7. Both players are ready. Let's go ahead and count this down. Game number 4. We'll start in 3, 2, 1, Tetris. Both players for the burn and Tetris to open things up. And it has been tit for tat so far. It's going to be Captain taking the advantage there, not taking a burn. Oh, there's a burn. That's 3, in fact. Tetris for Doodle. And now Doodle will have the lead. Tetris for Captain as Doodle now struggling with his board. But does get Dirty Tetris ready. There's the bar, Dirty Tetris. And we are in a drought. Doodle gonna have to do some scrambling at the top of the board here. Covers well just as the bar shows up. But we'll get another one to bang down that Dirty Tetris. It is a 380-point game in favor of Doodle. As Captain just gets through that 31-piece drought. Captain, though, running into issues post-drought. He'll get out of that fairly quickly, but Doodle has taken the lead. 292 for Doodle, 273 for Captain. We're just a little more than halfway through level 18. Game number 4. Captain having to set up a bar dependency, immediately plugs the well on the right. But this could work out in his favor here, and it will. Takes one burn and follows it up with a Tetris. Call it neck and neck. Captain actually has a slight lead. Doodle not finding a bar here, is having to take some burns. And finally, bar shows. Tetris were tied, 387,980 points each. But Doodle will get the edge with the Tetris. He's got 439 at the 100-line turn. Captain can't find a bar here. Finally gets one. He'll be at 398 at the 100-line turn. So Doodle has taken a bit of an advantage of Captain's digging situations. Will get a Tetris there, though. Doodle answers right back. Colin saying that Doodle's been a very fun player to watch lately. I cannot disagree with that. That is an accurate statement. This 580 transition, fairly fun as well. Off and running on level 19. Captain a bit behind in lines. And there's the Tetris, Captain at 544. So about a Tetris and a half difference between the two at transition in favor of Doodle. Although Doodle had to do a bit of burning. Oh no, Doodle. Pretty bad misdrop there at the top of the board. Is that real? Is that a real 40 drought? I think it is. No, it's not a real 40 drought. It's a real 50 drought. And Captain's in trouble. He doesn't get the piece left. And Captain's gonna die to the 52-piece drought. Doodle is good. Play this out. Oh, man. So Doodle's going to take it in 4. Definitely something that he needed to keep pace with the other players that got wins today. Going to top it out here at 716, but there it is. He's laughing at that, but 3-1 is no joke. That's 6 points. For a season, there is your winner, Doodle. GG's. All right. So with that, we are done for today. I'm not done, though. I have to play in an hour and change, and I lost my restreamer. So if one of you restreamers would like to have, like, a bit of a superb Owl Tetris pregame between myself and Evan J., we are suddenly looking for a restreamer for our match in about an hour and 20 minutes. So yeah. Let's go ahead and find if we've got somebody else to raid here, or if everyone's off getting ready for Pigskin. Oh, let's go say hi to Toast. He's doing some TNT Silver.
Been keeping.
Oh no, don't do that. Oh. I have this open over here, don't I? I do. All right. All right, this is gonna be it for me. I will not be back next week because I'm gonna be at Genesis X3. But hopefully I will be back the following week, so definitely come check that out. Till next time, thanks again for watching. See you, bye.